Hey, this is Pat, and today we are checking out the all-new Alpinestars Celer V3 gloves. Now, the Celer gloves in Alpinestars line have always been a popular option for sport riders, commuters, anybody out there maybe on a naked sport bike. They have been a comfortable option for around the $100 price point, and that does not change with the new V3 model. As you can tell, perforated gloves really aimed at summer, say 2 to 3 season warm to hot riding weather out there, but they're a very comfortable glove, and I really like the updates that they've done with the all-new V3 version, which I will get to in just a minute. But first, let's talk about the overall fit. Now, I measure my hand just about 8.75 inches in circumference, and that puts me in a size large, and the size large is fitting me spot on right out of the box. And what I want to say is these are an extremely comfortable glove. I think there's a lot of features they added in, which, like I said, I'll get to in a second, that made them just extremely comfortable. They don't take much to break in. They're going to be comfortable right out of the box. They come in sizes ranging from small up to 3 extra large, available in 2 colorways, which I have here, the all black version as well as the black and white version. And again, $100, they did not change the price from the original V2s, which were an extremely popular option. But let's start up at the top of the glove. Now, these are a full goat leather main construction with a little bit of stretch built in, and they do have a single Velcro cuff up here at the wrist. And one thing I want to note, one of my favorite features on the new V3s is this full stretch panel that goes all the way from the tip of the index finger down to the cuff. It makes for an extremely comfortable entry point to the gloves, but also helps them flex really well. I do like that Alpinestars added that. Alpinestars, if you're listening, I think that might be the biggest win on these new V3 gloves. But let's start at the back of the hand. You get the Alpinestars embossed logo at the back on that goat leather, and then you get perforated goat at the back of the hand. It's going to help draw that hot air out, especially on those hotter days. You get a dual density knuckle, extremely comfortable. This is a new knuckle we've seen them incorporate in the past 2 to 3 years, and I do like that because it is a very comfortable, moves very well. It's got foam underneath, so it's going to be comfortable for you all-day riders out there. You get stretch at the back of each finger, all the way at the base of the fingers, and then double layer leather with foam reinforcement running down the back of the hands. Now, one thing that isn't on these V3s that was on the V2s, they used to have the 3rd and 4th finger bridge that connected the pinky finger to the ring finger. I actually like that they got rid of that. You know, some people love that. I'm not a big fan of that feature. I think it makes for an uncomfortable glove when moving and doing your controls. But again, keep that in mind. That is now removed on the new V3 versions. Nice pre-curve to the fingers, and again, you get a little bit of perforation on the back of the hands, but no perforation at the fourchets. Would have loved to see maybe a little bit of stretch material inside those gloves. Again, I think that would have just added for a little bit more airflow coming through. Now, if we look at the palm side, one thing I want to point out, you do get touch tech both at the index and the thumb, and that is new. We didn't have it on the old versions on the thumb, so I do like that they added it there. Just makes it easier for pinching and zooming. Full goat leather main construction on the palm side with a little bit of stretch. This is something I think Alpinestars excels at when it comes to their gloves. They've been doing it for a few years, but they add a bit of stretch in the crook of the thumb. Just makes for a really comfortable glove, especially when you're grabbing the control. Bit of digital reinforcement at the palm side just to help with a little bit more longevity and gripping your controls. And then you do get an Amica suede construction on the palm landing zone. Now, I would have loved to see a TPU slider here. You do get foam underneath there for a little bit of impact protection, but I would have loved to see maybe TPU for a little bit of abrasion, so when you hit the deck and you slide, you're going to keep sliding and not break your wrist on that. That's a key feature whenever I'm shopping for gloves. If we look at the outer side, it's almost a fully covered outer seam. When you get to the finger, it does drop off, but I do like that they added it down by the palm. Stars, if you're listening, just go ahead and add that all the way down the finger. That's just added protection, which is a nice feature for your everyday riders just to feel secure. But there you have it. Those are the Alpinestars Celer V3s. I am a fan of these gloves. I think they're extremely comfortable, and I think they're going to be great for hot weather riding, whether you're on a sport bike, a cruiser, any bike out there that you're commuting on. I think these could be a great option for everyday riding, and I like the stretch and the added touch tech that they added into it. Well done, Alpinestars. I really do dig these gloves. But if you have any other questions, click that info button. That's going to take you over to the product page where you can read other rider reviews and see what other riders are saying about the new V3s. If you still have questions, our customer service team is always available, and they are all riders happy to help you get set up for your next ride. I want to thank you for joining me and checking out the all-new Alpinestars Celer V3 gloves. I'm Pat. I'll see you in the next video.